Treviso, one of the finest cities in Antiva, now living under occupation. Let's hope our crow contact can meet us.
Welcome to Antiva. You must be Rook.
You're the client.
This is Rook. Did you want a drink? I promise not to let Viago near it.
Viago de Riva, 5th Talon. And this is Caterina della Morte, 1st Talon of the Crows.
An honor. And you are?
Ilario della Morte, her grandson. What brings you here?
Right. My target is a pair of elven gods, or that's what they call themselves. They're ancient blighted mages. My detective says you have a man who brought blood mages and Venatori to their knees.
Lucanis. My grandson. They called him the Demon of Virantium. He was the one who did those jobs.
Exactly who we're after.
Except Lucanis della Morte is dead. He was killed a year ago.
What I say doesn't leave this room. The body our people brought back was not my grandson. It was dressed in his clothing, but it had been altered with blood magic to have his face.
My cousin is still alive? And you didn't think to tell me?
His ship was attacked. We knew someone sold him out. So you kept your suspicions to yourself.
But you brought it up now. Why?
I've had eyes on the Venatori ever since they took my grandson from me. They were hunting your dread wolf. And what you did to his ritual threw them into disarray. They made mistakes, and now I have a location. The Ossuary, where the demon of Virantium is kept. Find this Ossuary. Free Lucanis. You'll have your god killer. And I'll have my grandson.
Are you coming with us?
It's possible we've been watched. If all of us vanish from the dock, you play the alluring hero. I know Treviso. If we have a tail, I have a better chance of distracting their interest.
So how do we get in?
You'll see.
We don't have to fight. We're just here for Lucanis della Morte. Get ready.
Rising Hail, Dragon of Mystery! Lucanis, Dragon of Night! Hear your faithful call!
I'm guessing you're the reason we're here.
Who are you? Who sent you?
My name's Rook. Caterina sent me.
Caterina. But you're not a crow.
You weren't expecting a rescue. I wasn't expecting Whatever that was.
Rook, he's possessed by a demon.
It's complicated.
Katerina promised us a mage killer if we broke you out of here.
I can still work.
Good. Because I'm pretty sure more Venatori are on their way. We have to get moving.
They have a vial of my blood. They can use it to control me. I cannot leave it in their hands. And I had a contract when I was captured. One of my targets is here, Ghilan'nain. Crows don't break contracts.
All right, we'll help. But in return, I want help killing some things.
I'll owe you.
I'm sure we'll owe each other before this is all over. Let's go.
Oh, this was entirely unnecessary. Zara and her little jests. He's already the demon of Virantium. Won't this be ironic? Hilarious. And now look at the mess you've made of my facility. She always leaves me to clean up.
So this is Ghilan'nain.
He is the target I was sent for a year ago. A crow never abandons a contract. The crows send their regards.
So, we got your target.
Yes, the job's done.
Smells like blood. Ashes. Not done, not yet.
Lucanis. Are you alright? Lucanis? What are you looking at?
Careful. They know we're not right.
You cannot see him. I wondered.
We clearly have things to discuss. Somewhere else.
Agreed. I think it's time I got some air.
Make it.
Lucanis, what happened here?
A message from Zara Renata. I can't believe it. You're home.
Sarah? Her people got this close?
The woman who runs the prison.
The Venatori witch who captured me.
Revenge for the breakout, maybe.
Where's Katerina?
She's...
The Venatori caught her in their confusion. I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
Lucanis. I'm so sorry.
I need to work.
Are you sure? You should take some time.
I don't need time. I need a target.
You just got here, and already you want to leave again?
Katerina gave me a contract. I'm not breaking the last deal she ever made. And I owe Rook. Once that's done, I'll come home.
I'll return him in one piece.
Thank you. Cousin, when you find Sarah, I need to be there.
We are under attack. Antam on one side and Venatori on the other. Forget revenge. We need you.
No, Viago. Sara came for us here, in my house. She took Katerina from my house. You find her and cut her heart out, Lucanis. Vi and I will hold down the fort.
I'll give her your regards, Thea.
For Katerina.
The crows had lost a Talon, but the demon of Virantium was free at last. Sooner or later, debts new and old would come due. And they would all be paid in blood.
They're the same thing. Mostly, kind of.
Except one will manipulate you, or kill you, or both.
But how do you get rid of them?
What's everyone talking about?
Spite.
The demon in Lucanis. When a person gets possessed, the demon usually takes control.
And they turn into a monster. The spirit just molds them however they want.
I've heard of abominations being cured by killing the demon in the Fade. That's not a sure bet, though.
Well, there's one way, but it's, well... We'd have to,
You'd have to kill me.
That can't be the only solution. Can't we reason with Spite, maybe? Persuade it to leave?
Talk doesn't work on spite.
He doesn't want to hurt you. How rare. Everyone else does. I want to talk to him.
before we do, well, that, let's think this through some more. There has to be a solution.
I have people in Marathas I can ask, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right. So what next?
Let me talk to them. I want to talk to Rook.
Lucanis!
Nope. It's fine. I'm fine.
He's done this before. Enough that you just shrug it off.
He'd do this in the ossuary. The Fate does whatever his spirit wants. Real walls and chains, not so much. Just give me a minute. He'll get bored once everyone leaves.
I don't like leaving you alone with the demon.
You don't have to worry about me.
Lucanis.
Please.
You asked for time. Is this long enough?
Yes, my head's clearer. Though I would kill for a decent cup of coffee.
Have you? For coffee, I mean?
Not today. You've got questions. You might as well ask them.
You're the best mage killer in the Antivan Crows. So how'd the Venatori catch you?
Someone set me up. I had a contract for Colivan, in the ossuary. I took a ship from Treviso to Marathas. They were waiting for me. Knew which ship and when it would arrive. I don't know how they convinced the Crows I was dead, but I woke up in the ossuary with Zara gloating about it.
I know Katerina volunteered you to work with us. Are you okay with that?
When the first talent of the Crows gives you a job, you do it. Especially if she's your grandmother. But there's plenty of reason for me to work with you beyond that, Rook.
Such as?
I owe you a debt, for one. And after a year in that hole, maybe I'm looking forward to stabbing a god or two in the back.
The crossroads can be dicey, but the lighthouse is safe. Oh, and if you see a spirit around called the Caretaker, they're friendly.
After the ossuary, that will be a pleasant change. You haven't asked about Spite.
From what I've seen, I'd say he picked the right name.
He's stronger when I sleep, so I try not to do it much. No one was in the ossuary by choice, not even the demons. We both did what we had to get out of there.
I admire you. What you've been through would break most people.
I would not give Zara the satisfaction.
Still, You must be a very courageous man.
A very stubborn one, perhaps, but that's kind of you to say. Leave spite to me. If he's trapped in this world, he has good reason to fight for it. For now, I must honor our contract. Gods, magic, politics. Things are going to get very bloody.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please, you think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
First kisses? It's been a while. I might need a refresher.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing?
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
And when I proved I could carry it, the expectations only grew.
It can't have been easy, but it's forged a man of strength and principle. That's no bad thing.
Not when I hear that from you. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost. Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're such a dear. I hope these two are paying attention.
Thea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous. Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes. Of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
Something's going on with him. I don't know what.
When he's not on the job, my cousin always has his head in the clouds.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next. And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come. I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
I barely know your cousin, and he already seems like trouble to me.
Oh, he is. I've lost count of the times I've had to pull him out of the fire on the job.
He's a good assassin. Most jobs don't have as many fires as yours do. I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Hassan a nice...
Rook!
What's wrong?
Everything's wrong. Treviso and Minrathis are both under attack.
Blighted dragons. 2 of them. 1 for each city.
Damn it. So the dragon at Demeter's Crossing wasn't the only one.
You got back just in time.
Then grab your gear and let's go.
Go where? We cannot be in 2 places at once. Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathis to burn?
Nev.
The Shadow Dragons will fight, right to the end of it. But we're the only ones keeping the Venatori in check. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne, and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
Is there any chance we can...
Damn it! There's no time! I need to go home. I need to be in Minrathis.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
We help Lucanis in Treviso. We have to trust that the Shadow Dragons can take care of things in Minrathous. That said, 2 of you should join Nev there. See if you can help. And we'll head to Treviso.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, all right?
Rook, you're just in time. Where the dragon attacks, the Antam soon follow.
It is strong and fast. You must get its attention, then lure it onto the ground.
We'll figure out a way.
Drop your courage. We will need it.
Despair, ignorance, mortal confusion. Yet this city offers nothing better than a pawn of the Dread Wolf.
Ghilan'nain.
Your hatred could not stand against us ages past. He will not help you now. Give us the Dread Wolf's dagger.
Come get it!
Retrieve the knife and whatever else remains of these mortals.
You fought it off.
If Ghilan'nain hadn't called it away...
It's more important that it stopped attacking the city.
Everyone with a home that still stands will agree.
That thing was tough. It'll be hard to put down for good.
What happened to Treviso would have been worse if you hadn't arrived when you did. I cannot imagine how much worse.
Still have to help with that dragon in Minrathous.
Let's go.
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanis go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanis?
It's not Lucanis, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite? Stop. You're not taking Lucanis through the Alluvion.
I could, if you'd move.
So you can take him where? Off a cliff, or worse?
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're all right?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We do have magical experts here, you know. Once they put their heads together, they'll fix this.
I already talked to Nev and Bellara. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Everyone suit up. All hands for this one.
Still can't believe it. They're attacking Weishaupt? The Warden's unprepared for that.
The gods are going straight for the throne. Unless we cut theirs first.
Just get me close enough.
Whatever you do, make them pay.
I always collect.
Who gets to tell the first warden we're dropping in?
I was hoping to skip that part.
They've got an alluvion in storage down in the vault. It was a gift from the Dalish.
Ours should go right to it. Probably. I think.
Let's get to it then. We sneak into Weishaupt nice and quiet. No one sees us. We look around for Antoine and Evka.
Was there a plan after that?
Take out a god. End this today.
This isn't the vault.
Oh, crap. They moved the alluvian.
It didn't break.
Then here.
Sorry. Catch up when you can.
Don't spawn outside.
Davrin! Kill it! Now Lucanis! Finish her! Let's go!
Give me another shot.
Too late! Back to the alluvian! Is it working?
I hope so.
Best odds all day!
Evka sent word. Last of the civilians made it to Lavendel. Janos and his people held the line long enough for them to escape Weishaupt. And the Wardens are in Lavendel too.
What's left of them, you mean? Over 1,000. That's how many fellow Wardens I had. And now, one god, one archdemon. That's all it took to nearly wipe out our entire order.
I promise you, Davrin, we'll make Ghilan'nain pay. For every warden she killed, every child left alone, there will be a reckoning.
How? We all saw what she did. That's beyond our...
We killed her archdemon, though. That's something, isn't it?
That's an incredibly rare accomplishment.
Yeah, after it turned into a snake monster with too many heads. Are all blighted dragons gonna do that? I don't know how to fight that.
Well, at least we've made Ghilan'nain mortal.
Mortal or immortal, doesn't matter if we can't get close enough. We had our shot at her, and we missed.
Say what you mean, Davrin. I missed.
Nobody blames you for that, Lucanis.
Yeah? Maybe I do. This crow has a demon inside him, right?
Now, that's not...
How do we know we can trust him? Maybe the demon pulled his punches.
Okay, hold on. Now we're getting...
And you, Warden? What about the blight that runs through your veins? The same blight that Ghilan'nain commands so effortlessly.
Just a moment, please.
Enough. Hundreds of wardens died today. They gave their lives to stand against the gods. We owe it to them to carry on. Swing your blades to the enemy, not each other. We will honor their sacrifices by holding together in this fight.
We're all in agreement on that point, Rook. But the question remains, how? We barely survived against one of the gods.
I nearly had her.
Nearly. But you and Spite are not of one mind, Lucanis. Fighting for control, it's no wonder you missed such a rare opportunity.
I think we've all been distracted.
I've been preoccupied myself, after discovering that Hand of Glory.
And I can't stop worrying about my new magic and what it means.
The Nodists are fallen? What it means for my people?
Until those problems are resolved, we will not be prepared to face the gods. A moment of inattention, a single lapse, could prove fatal. And the gods will allow no second chances.
He's right, Rook.
We can't afford to stumble. The gods will jump on that in a heartbeat. We must be ready for them. That said, we need to find them first. Harding, can you send word to Evka, see if she has any rested scouts?
Scouts? Why?
The Darkspawn that attacked Weishaupt had to come from somewhere. I bet they'll be headed back there. Following them should at least put us on the gods' trail.
Got it.
As for the rest of...
Look, nothing against Emmerich. He's right about needing focus. But what happened at Weishaupt? That was more than a distraction.
So is what happened to Minrathous. What the Venatori have done. What they're still doing.
These are more than distractions, Rook.
Either way, we all need to step back, clear our heads.
So, how do you think that went?
No one's at each other's throats, at least. Emmerich's right, though. Everyone on this team has some kind of unfinished business hanging over their heads.
That's the danger in recruiting competent people. They bring more interesting and complicated problems along with them. So go help Rook. Support them. Solve those problems. And maybe start with Davrin and Lucanis. Or even Nev. She's taking Minrathous hard.
And the gods?
You've asked the Wardens to track them through the Darkspawn. That'll take time.
I should use that time to check in with the team. And then, I should go talk with Solus.
Better you than me. He'll want to know all about Ghilan'nain, the Archdemon, and why you only stopped one of them. You know, all this talking wears me out. I'm going to take a nap. See you later, kid. Good luck.
Lucanis? Are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
Forget about Ghilan'nain.
That's why I'm here.
I know, but... I'm just happy you didn't get killed out there.
You shouldn't go easy on me. Mistakes get people killed.
You're an assassin. So do successes.
I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
You might need sleep more than work at this point.
You might be right.
It's not over. Just take care of yourself for now, okay?
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know. There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
This is ominous.
Biago found something.
Something bad, I take it.
Venatori and Treviso. Like I thought. One of them might know where Zara is. Biago has crows watching them. We find them. We find Zara.
Everything she did to you. We'll make her pay, Lucanis. Side by side.
We just have to get this done. I'm not losing anyone else. We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready. Ilario? What are you doing here?
I'm coming with you, cousin. No arguments.
This is my job.
This is crow business.
How did you even know we'd be here?
Rook, always a pleasure. Touring the city with my cousin? You must allow me to show you the sights.
Treviso is the best city. Seeing the sights, murdering them, sneaking away on rooftops, it's got everything.
That's the spirit. Listen to Rook, cousin.
Rook, don't encourage him. This isn't your type of job, cousin. There's no one you can charm into dropping their guard. Only fanatics. All you can do is get yourself killed.
You think I'm not good enough?
Are you?
Fine. Have it your way, cousin. You know best.
Let's go, Rook. Zara is waiting.
Lucanis. It's terribly uncivilized to drop in on a lady unannounced. Now the evening's ruined.
Of all the ways this could go down, I didn't expect we'd catch you in the bath.
This interruption won't last long. So serious, Lucanis. Why don't we talk? I can tell you much about Venatori and our pet crows.
No, I want her heart quivering on our life.
You want to know who betrayed you, don't you? Who sent you to the ossuary?
Talk.
I knew you were risk.
Ilario? I told you this is crow business.
Amato.
No! Mine!
Get Ilario out!
What? No!
Rook, I can't! Enough's enough!
What did you do to him?
Nothing. I don't know what happened any better than you. You have to get him out of here. Rook, keep him away. From Treviso, from the cross. He is a danger to the family.
You're awake.
Yes. I've been trying to figure out what to say to you. And there aren't words enough to apologize. I never wanted you to see me like that.
And yet, I'm still here.
We need to talk about Ilario.
He wants you to stay away from the crows. He thinks you're a danger to your family.
He's not wrong. If I cannot stay in control... He used blood magic to control spite.
What? How? He's not a mage.
I don't know, but something's not right.
The night you were captured, did Ilario know you were boarding that ship?
Yes.
I didn't say anything because he's your cousin, but I've always had a bad feeling about Ilario.
For his sake, let's hope you're wrong.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
Is it really a good idea having another coffee addict round here?
It's not really addictive, is it?
Tell us, Lucanis. Is it really addictive?
You know I have my reasons for drinking it. So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
Really selling it, Harding.
Hey, I've known some liars, and I am definitely not it. And this stuff? It's good. It's warm.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
He really wouldn't.
I know, but sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Well, everyone you know seems to like you, so you're good.
Good job, Lace.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
I'll handle this. Maybe make sure the alluvian room is blocked.
Now we get to talk.
When demons say they want to talk, that usually means they want to bargain.
Lucanis made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live?
Isn't that what happened?
No! I want out!
Out to where? To Vinter? Orlais? Nowhere's safe for a possessed man.
No! No! He promised! Tell him! Make him!
Rook?
You were sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
Nothing I'm seeing makes me want to look away.
How do you always do that?
Do what?
Break apart my perfectly gathered clouds of doom. You deserve better than to deal with my mess.
You're more than what you're going through. And you wear it well.
This isn't a good idea.
Sometimes a bad idea is better.
You like to walk a little too close to the edge.
So do you.
At least I know I'm doing it. I need to clear my head. Excuse me.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Ilario had you imprisoned and tortured for a promotion.
The job was to kill you. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
Yeah, that's not any better.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control Spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elgar'nan. Ilario's working with Elgar'nan.
Her spirit's strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanis.
So am I.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
You found something about Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
If the pawnbroker wouldn't take it, Ilario could have tossed it out in a rage.
The ring is priceless. Caterina's opal engagement ring.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed?
Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
Rook, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did.
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade. So this Caterina is a spirit, something like that?
No, Lucanis is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Caterina, then. Caterina. Lucanis is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanis may have changed, but he's still the little boy you loved and raised.
He's not changed. He's possessed by a demon.
You would never think of rejecting him whatever happened, would you?
My poor boy.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanis. But your real friends and allies need you. In the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanis? Just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
You're the man you were, Lucanis, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanis. And I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side, don't I?
Just be careful.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanis would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanis won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanis is all right, so we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanis, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanis?
You know that Katarina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanis and me. Last time the Crows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
There's no alternative. There's going to be a confrontation, and it's not going to end well.
A year he spent in this hole, in darkness, dreaming of escape. Just to come home to kill his only family for a job he never wanted. Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
You're an Antivan Crow, Lucanis. A professional. Trained to avoid collateral damage and go after the real enemy.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanis, I'll be there to help you.
What are you doing here, Rook?
I had to find you. If anything happened to you, I can't even think about it.
You should go. It's better I stay here than risk losing you.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right. But it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with the blade, but healing again? Living is an abomination. There's no simple answer there. If you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave.
He's trying to leave, spite it's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small. You and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
It's okay. We needed a moment, but I'd say we're ready for anything. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, two of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And a hazelnut torte for dessert. It pairs well with coffee.
Wait. Did you make dessert just for me?
There's enough for everyone.
As long as they don't mind having it with my favorite drink.
They won't complain.
You didn't have to do anything special for me.
Yes, I did. I still don't know how to apologize for everything. And you
made dessert. Just for me.
It's nothing. Or not enough.
It is. And you are. And I'll have you know, I'm very easily bribed.
I'll keep that in mind.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the size of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good bottle.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it.
Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus, then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us, then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanis owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda.
That Bronto. Good, you're here.
What happened?
A note from Viago.
Ilario's making his move.
A big one. He's hosting all the talents of the crows at Katarina's villa.
That's a good way to get himself killed. Unless he's got something up his sleeve.
Maybe he thinks his blood magic will be enough to control them all. We have to do this carefully. Ilario has to be expecting us.
You think he knows that we know about him and Elgar'nan?
He wouldn't be avoiding us otherwise. Be ready for a trap.
I always am.
Katerina.
Lucanis, my poor boy.
We'll escort you someplace safe before we go after Ilario.
You'll do no such thing. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go! I'll meet you in the opera house.
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Morte, Rook.
Katerina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanis back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, it is a deep, personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we can reclaim Antiva.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
Cannot overpower us both. Now you fall.
What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start.
I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario.
Katerina, thank the Maker.
No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
Didn't you tell me he's basically your brother and your closest childhood friend?
My only friend, before you. His family.
Do you think you can show me mercy? That is not up to you now, is it? Katerina is still First Talon.
Enough, Ilario. Lucanis is the new First Talon. His decision stands.
Iago, keep him out of trouble. I'm no miracle worker, but I'll see what I can do.
Lucanis.
Don't. Not now.
Welcome home. my boy.
A toast to the new first Talon.
To Lucanis! Really? You came all the way back here for coffee? The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough?
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katarina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
Well, that's a relief, because I don't want to do this without you.
I couldn't leave this place. Not with you here. You'll have me for as long as I can put off the crows. Fucking Hilario.
Do you regret giving him a chance?
No. You were right. His family. I didn't suspect him. When the Venatori caught me on the boat in Tevinter, it never even crossed my mind. He's better than I thought. Maybe there's hope for him after all. But this, being watched by all the crows with their knives out, this wasn't mercy. He'll never live this down. There's nowhere he could go to outrun being the traitor crow, brought down in front of everyone.
I was surprised you spared him at all, really.
So was I. But I don't have a lot to lose. What there is, Hilario, Katarina, you, this team. I'm not giving that up.
Do you think they're wondering why you ordered a drink for the empty chair?
If they are, they won't tell anyone. The crows own this cafe.
Smells like Lucanis.
Just try it.
So, are you two okay now? Since you gave Ilario another chance, I mean.
That wasn't our deal. We said we'd save Katarina, and we did. Even I believe we did. So there's peace, for the moment at least.
How is your grandmother doing?
You've met her. She was hewn out of dragon bone. She's pretending not to be upset by Hilario's betrayal and my possession. Which means she's making everyone else as miserable as possible. Except Dea. She likes Dea.
Are the other Talons okay with the whole abomination thing?
Probably not. But they prefer me to Hilario or the Venatori. I suppose the crows have had worse first Talons.
It must feel good to just relax with a cup of coffee and not worry about everything.
I'm not sure Spite's enjoying it, but yes.
What is it?
What does that mean exactly?
He doesn't eat, but a promise is a promise. I don't know what I thought it would be like, getting out of the ossuary, getting my life back.
You mean you didn't spend all that time dreaming about having coffee with your inner demon?
And with you. But here we are. Whatever this is, I'll take it.
Elgar'nan just caused an eclipse. The gods can finish their dagger. We need to move now.
But we were supposed to have weeks to prepare.
How much time do we actually have?
It's not weeks, I can tell you that much.
The eclipse is slowly forcing an alignment between the stars and powerful currents in the Fade.
Which means what?
I'm afraid we've only a few hours until the gods complete their dagger.
Lucanis is right. We have to go now.
No time to scrape up an army, even if we had one.
You think we're enough?
What will we be facing on the island?
There's gonna be blight crap.
And where there's blight, darkspawn.
Right. Tearstone Island's also crawling with the entire Antam army.
They've had time to prepare. It'll be brutal.
So will the gods. We're walking right into their lair.
We may not all make it out again.
We're the only thing standing between every single living creature and the Blight. I don't want to watch the world fall and know I didn't do everything I could. So let's stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
We're with you. The gods won't leave that island.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Then we leave as soon as we can. How are the knives coming?
Rook, this isn't going to work.
We're gonna make it work.
They moved the moon. We're in over our heads. That's not magic you can fight with a blade. You're putting your life in our hands. My hands. All I know is death.
I know we'll get through this.
Optimism is your best and worst quality. If I have to kill every blighted creature in Thedas to keep you safe, I will.
You don't have to do everything alone.
I'm never alone anymore.
You know what I mean. I'll be here for you.
Don't make promises you might not keep.
Lucanis,
Don't. Whatever it takes, I won't miss this time. I'll meet you at the Eluvian.
It's fortunate we weren't spotted coming in.
A lot of dreadnoughts. One shot is all it takes.
Now we just have to deal with that.
Morgan didn't exaggerate. That's the entire Antam army over there.
Armies are big and clumsy. We can do this.
Agreed. If we move quick enough.
The gods will know we're here soon, and so will the Antam. We need a distraction. One team to draw off that army, and another to stop the gods from finishing their dagger.
I'll take half the team and cause some trouble down by the Antam ships.
Wait, I'm the scout. I can get us around this place faster.
There'll be blight farther up, Harding. And darkspawn.
I've fought them before. And I've got the stone on my side.
Lace? Hold on.
Someone has to do this, Tosh.
So who will it be?
Harding's right. This requires a good scout.
I'll take care of it. I promise.
I'll take the rest of us and get to the gods before they finish their dagger and cut open the Fade. Once we're in place, Lucanis will take Solus's dagger and ambush Ghilan'nain.
Elgar'nan's pet.
One problem at a time. As long as he has that archdemon, he's invulnerable. Concentrate on Ghilan'nain first. We kill her, take the god's dagger, then deal with Elgar'nan.
We should go. Wish me a little luck.
You got it. Harding.
Like you said back at the lighthouse, Rook. We stop the gods. Whatever it takes.
Oh, another Fade tear. Oceans of magic are coursing around us because of the god's ritual.
Then we'd better find Ghilan'nain. Quickly.
Wait! There are wards blocking the way out. Blood magic.
One touch could kill.
How do we get through? Ideas?
Patterns are familiar. If I can fracture the harmonics, we could get through. Maybe.
I deal with blood magic. I can stop the damage long enough to burn out the wards.
That's risky, Nev. Really risky. I can't ask you to do that.
Your way's just as dangerous. Don't like it, but one of us has to do it.
Nev, get those wards down. Carefully.
I'm on it.
I'll keep this Fade Tear in check while you work, but with things so unpredictable, I fear anything might happen once we kill Ghilan'nain.
Solus warned me that there'd always be costs and consequences to fighting gods. But if we kill Ghilan'nain, snatch the god's dagger and escape, maybe we prove him wrong.
I dearly hope so.
Ha! Got it.
Nice going.
Sure, but let's walk out careful. The gods will have a trap or two.
That is a certainty.
No!
I'll take the greatest care, ensuring your Tevinter mage knows the new face of her empire. You can all be forgiven by embracing the wisdom of surrender. Continue, and even the dread wolf will regret what I do to his pawn.
Come on! Elgar'nan and Ghilan'nain are still on the island. We can save Nev if we hurry.
We need to find her, Rook.
The gods know we're coming, but they still need to finish their dagger.
We can divide their attention.
Good idea. Half the team comes with me on the main path. Harding and the others keep out of sight and get Lucanis to the ritual.
He kills Ghilan'nain, and then we save Nev.
All this magic, it feels like a storm.
Which means Elgar'nan's almost completed the dagger.
Where's Ghilan'nain?
On the move. Spike can feel her hunting for us.
We didn't come this far for nothing. Everything the gods have thrown at us, it's all because they know we can win. We'll kill Ghilan'nain, we'll get our friend back, and then...
And then Elgar'nan. We'll hold Ghilan'nain's attention until Lucanis has a clear shot.
Good luck, Harding.
Like we said, whatever it takes.
It's all yours.
As is Ghilan'nain.
So few of you remain. Small.
Davrin?
Desperate.
Emmerich!
Fearful. For your transgressions, little Rook, you face a god alone.
Lucanis, I've got you.
Behold your current age. Fragile, aimless, lost. We are the only beings in this world who can cleanse and tame the blight. Use it to rebuild the old glories. You've done naught but destroy them.
You and Elgar'nan are trapped by the past, just like Solus. You had your chance, each one of you. And we don't owe you a thing.
Whatever it takes.
Harding!
No! We had such plans! Elgar'nan!
Regret this.
The fate's still ripping itself apart!
The dagger! Rook! You must break its contact with Ghilan'nain!
Lucanis? Lucanis!
And so you have your victory. You live, and Ghilan'nain does not. Are you not proud to finally reach this moment? Or did you think you'd win the day without some painful sacrifice?
That dragon raised Minrathous. Where were you?
No one's retreating! We'll all die! Our demons are taking the
You and your friends stood against the gods. Your courage is laudable.
Soulless!
But mortals cannot win this battle. I am sorry it is what must be.
I did everything for you, Rook. You're worthless.
Varric never believed in you.
You were never up to it. You failed us all. What failure cuts your conscience now, I wonder?
Nev!
Blood on your hands.
Your friend is dead.
Dead and gone.
Your fault.
Regret, like all emotions, is a powerful thing. It can bruise us, break us, or blind us to the truth. Regret is even strong enough to serve as the lock on a prison built to hold gods. But such a prison can hold any captive. Even you. You were never ready to make the sacrifices that leadership requires. So through our connection, I molded you into someone the prison would accept in my place.
Varric.
Your work is done.
What? This is... This is where we talked when I was dreaming. But I'm not dreaming. So how do I get out of here?
Listen to your team. Like you always do.
This way. It's thinner here.
Better be right.
They're waiting for you. Just take it One step at a time.
Goodbye, Varric. And thank you.
Rook! Looking forward to seeing how it turns out. I'd say good luck, but you don't need it. You already have everything you need.
There! A light! We've got something. Get ready.
He seized control of the Archon's palace?
While the Magisterium was in full session, only the Venatori seem to have survived.
How are the Shadow Dragons?
Still fighting, last we heard. But Elgar'nan's blighted the city, and the Venatori magically sealed the gates. No one's getting in or out.
Even the Minrathous Soluvians went dark. We can't check in with the Shadow Dragons. If it weren't for Solus, they'd already be dead.
Solus?
He got to Minrathous just before the gates were sealed. He saved some civilians and killed some Venatori.
Now people are rallying behind the Dreadwolf, like he's the only one who can save them.
He'll save them from the Blight or die trying. He's not lying about that. Though I doubt anyone rallying to the Dreadwolf's banner knows that he plans to drown the world in demons once Elgar'nan is dead.
He can't hurt Elgar'nan yet. That archdemon makes him invulnerable.
Right. Solus needs to kill it first.
And once that's done, Solus goes for Elgar'nan with the dagger he took from us.
We can't stop Elgar'nan and his archdemon while Solus is out there ready to stab us in the back again.
Solus is not going to be happy when he sees you've escaped from his trap.
He's got the dagger. There's no way to kill Elgar'nan without it.
We did attempt to create a dagger to replace the one Solus took.
It looks similar, even feels similar, but it won't cut through enchantments like the real one does.
So it cannot kill Elgar'nan.
Looks real enough.
But it is not. We don't have the right weapon to take down our target, and we lost too much killing Ghilan'nain. We have no idea where Neve is or what Elgar'nan is doing to her.
And Harding is... she's gone.
I know I'm not the only one who didn't make it off that island. We lost Neve. We lost Harding. So let's remember them. Remember what they sacrificed. And let's honor them by finishing the job. Get a message to anyone who's still out there. Tell them we're gonna stop Elgar'nan, and we need their help to do it. Then fix up your gear and take care of any unfinished business. In the morning, we take back Minrathous.
Rook, are you all right?
We've still got work to do. I can collapse when this is over.
We can contact our allies, Rook. You should rest. After all you've been through. I'll come by your room soon to see how you're doing.
I cannot believe we found you.
I'm a little surprised too, honestly.
I thought I'd never see you again.
I didn't think I'd ever get out of there. How do I know if I really did? This could be more of the fate.
You're here.
you're really here.
Promise.
I swear.
Just don't leave.
Never.
Are you falling asleep?
No, I never sleep.
It's all right if you do. Spite and I can play cards or something.
Don't say that. I haven't taught him wicked grace yet. I'm not afraid of him. I just don't want to waste time now that you're here.
You still have to sleep sometimes.
With you here, like this, I'd rather stay awake.
Stay awake all night? However shall we pass the time?
Would you talk to me? Your voice is a comfort.
I'll tell you the tale of a charming rogue who stole the heart of a hapless hero. You won't miss anything. I'm not going anywhere, I promise.
I'll hold you to that.
Please do.
Rook, tomorrow...
Hey, I came back last time and Solus stuck me in a prison for gods. I'll come back from this too. Not even gods can keep me away from you.
They cannot even try if I get to them first.
Whatever happens, we'll take it on together. We can handle whatever comes next.
All I have to do is kill a god to keep you out of trouble. Easy.
Thank you all for coming. If we don't stop Elgar'nan today, our world is either dead or blighted. So we keep fighting until the job is done. It's gonna be hard. There's no guarantee any of us will make it.
We're with you, Rook.
Elgar'nan dies today.
Whatever it takes.
Strife. News?
Our scouts confirm Elgar'nan is inside the Archon's palace. There's a giant tendril of blight tethering it to the Divine's manor in Hightown.
Then that's our goal. Breach the city walls and get to that tendril. Emmerich, can we count on more watch support?
The Watchers, living and otherwise, will stand with us.
Every remaining Grey Warden will be there too.
The Antivan crows are ready to pay their respects.
And your fellow lords will have your back. For gold and glory.
The Veil Jumpers have been in this since the beginning, and will be there for the end.
Solus is our first target. Without his dagger, we can't kill Elgar'nan.
Our scouts last spotted him working with the Shadow Dragons in the western section of Hightown.
Okay, we go in through Hightown.
But Minrathous was built to hold off an army, even before Elgar'nan fortified it. All the gates will be guarded.
Worse than that. Our scouts reported that the Venatori sealed all the gates with those damn warding crystals.
Can the Veil Jumpers disable them?
Venatori magic won't be a problem.
It's still likely to take time. You may need assistance or someone to protect you while you unravel the wards.
Lara, I want you helping the Veil Jumpers.
You can count on me.
The Venatori at that gate will be commanded by a war mage. That's how they usually operate.
If we get rid of the commander, the rest of the Venatori will scatter. Can the crows cut the head off the snake?
Contract accepted.
There's gonna be a lot of guards between you and her. The lords can clear you a path.
And one of us should be there as well.
Lucanis, how'd you like to kill a Venatori mage?
It would be my pleasure.
One last thing might give the crows some trouble. There's a massive construct tall enough to crush buildings. It's guarding the main gate.
It's called a juggernaut. I've read about them. Giant siege constructs built to withstand an invasion.
We're gonna need our heaviest forces against that juggernaut. Evka.
The Grey Wardens have fought ogres and archdemons. We can handle this.
The Morn Watch will lend aid, but against something as large as this juggernaut, we'll require further assistance. Rook?
Tash, you're with the Wardens.
Right.
Davrin, Emmerich, you're with me. We make a run at the gate, get inside, and find Solus. The rest of you get to the Blight Tendril. Once we've got the dagger, we'll meet you there and take the fight to Elgar'nan. I believe in this team, in all of us, so let's get it done. We go on my signal. For a free Minrathos!
Destroy this filth! Get to the warding crystals! Over there!
Let's go!
Focus on the wards.
for you!
After her!
We must leave, Rook!
Well fought, Lucanis.
And there he is, the demon of Byzantium.
At your service. They and I will return to the Crows and help with the fight through the city. You go after Solus.
We spotted him. He's not far ahead. That way, quickly.
Lucanis, everything all right?
We have made it here and fared well in the fight. Now we only have to wait. But Spike grows impatient. As do I. This may be the calm before a final storm, but I don't feel it.
If there's anything I can do...
Your presence has already helped.
It won't be much longer.
Elgar'nan's life is measured in hours. As for Solus, he used blood magic against you. He betrayed us. He pulled you into that prison. I leave his fate to you, but I will not let him hurt you.
Lucanis.
Whatever happens, my contract was for the Blighted Gods. Today it is fulfilled.
If I'd never gone to the Crows, if I'd never found you, I'm just so grateful I did.
As am I. More than I've ever told you. Rook, saying I owe you my life is not enough. You know my mind. I've assumed you know my heart because it beats for you. It's been beating. When I wanted you, when I was afraid to want you, tell me this ends with me asleep in your arms, and I will kill any god you ask.
Lucanis,
I love you, Rook, and I won't let you down.
The story of the Veilguard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
An assassin and a demon setting aside the past for the sake of family. There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over.